Hello folks, this is Joel583, and today we'll be looking at the last of my own creations for this month. Now I know I said before in my original Grim Reaper video, I normally try to make a Grim Reaper every year for Halloween. And this is going to be the last thing I make this month. Clearly not a robed skeleton with a scythe. Well, the reason why is because I really didn't know what to do with it. I mean, I know what needs to be changed. I just don't know how to pull that off just yet. But still, I needed a fourth video, so I thought I'd try my hand at something probably not done very often. Here's a Bionicle. It's got a few Hero Factory parts on it though, but mainly this is supposed to be a plant-based Toa. And you can probably guess what plant he's based on. No. He's a pumpkin. And as you probably guessed, his name is Jack. So we have Jack, the pumpkin-themed Toa. Color scheme is basically just a lot of orange with some dark green. On his left hand he has what we're going to call a pumpkin seed launcher, because, why not? And on the right hand we have a leaf shield arm with claws. Little pumpkin shell claws. Because again, why not? I tried to make this guy as round as I could and still be functional. As you can tell from the shoulders, the forearm, and his ankles, and also his head. His body is basically just a green body piece with a orange Hero Factory chest piece and Hero Factory chest logo piece. Don't know what that's called. Like a core something. Alright, so taking a look at the left arm with a gun. I am sorry, I got the arms mixed up. I don't know how, but his right arm and right hand is just a regular 5-fingered hand with a smaller launcher. And here's a really old series that I kind of wish Lego had gotten a chance to do more with. A hockey helmet. Originally used for hockey helmet. This piece was actually used in a Exoforce set. There's more plates and then regular arm. Now on both arms, the armor plating here does kind of get in the way. It makes it hard to move the arms without moving the armor. But hey, pumpkins aren't exactly known for their flexibility, aren't they? And on the left arm, we have a leaf shield, because pumpkins are plants, grow on kind of like vine-like things. More sturdier vines, but still. And they have leaves on them. Almost all plants have leaves. I say almost because there's odds are I'm probably forgetting one that has no leaves. Got a little piece of armor here just to fill in a gap. At this joint, this arm is not hindered at all. Just the shoulder, much like the right arm. Alright, now on the back here we have back armor. Some more vine leaf things coming out the shoulder blades. And a stem. Because he's a pumpkin-based Toa, of course he's going to have a stem coming out of his back. Makes him look more like a pumpkin in my opinion. Or pumpkin-ish, either way. The legs are just kind of, well, not much to say about them. And he has jets on the back of his shins. Because I like putting jets on the back of shins of things I make. It's just nice. It's just something I like doing. Personal preference. They're orange, they fit, why not? Also on the back of the arms and on the knees here, there are small orange spikes. Because again, they're orange and I wanted to use them. Yes, I'm aware pumpkins don't have spikes. If they did, they'd be a lot more difficult to use, but they would make much better jack-o'-lanterns. Just want to fill up some space. They were there, they were orange. I thought, why not? So the legs here are just, again, the dark green, and they have some kind of shelling. So basically, it's just multiple pumpkins looped together with vines and stems. Well, I got nothing against it. To be honest, this and the graveyard scene are really one of the things that I've made that I don't really have any major complaints with. Even the graveyard scene could be done better. Just one more thing I wanted to point out about the gun. Back when these were first released, back in the, if I'm pronouncing this right, Bionicle Galatorian series, I'm probably not pronouncing that right, you had things like these. You had basically you'd have this, if you'd have these two pieces attached to the arm. Or you'd have just this reversed, have these, or you would have just a hand like this, and you have these pointing out on this end. Honestly, I didn't really like that. I like it more like this. It's more centered. It's a bit more gun-like without actually being a real gun. It's not molded into a part of his hand. You can just drop it, and in fact, just as a toy, you can just separate it. You don't have to take things apart, or more apart than you need, and the whole thing stays together when it's apart. And just snaps back on. Whenever I use launchers like these, I always keep it like this. Unless it has the newer shells from the Hero Factory sets. I tend to use those as are because they do look more like it's just a part of the hand. And it seems to work, in my opinion at least. Alright, and that is the Plant Toa Jack. Again, this is probably the only thing that I've made and displayed here that I can't really find much fault in. Personally, at least. But if you folks can think of any way to improve on this, go right ahead. Again, overall, he's a fairly easy build. The only real trick is just getting the chest piece on, and that's it. Nothing special, nothing fancy. I thank you folks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time, and happy Halloween.